The truth matters, which is why holding people accountable has been a major theme of the show. We've investigated hate crimes, stood up to anti-Trump professors, confronted those who believe meat reinforces gender stereotypes, whatever that means, and fought back against bullies who harass people. Here's a look back at some of the most confrontational and outrageous moments of Water's world. This is the third floor apartment where the hate crime took place right here. Hello? Seems like there might have actually been children in this apartment, which is even more despicable. This is exactly where this young man was tortured by these people. Right here in this corner. He was cowering, he was scared, where they repeatedly abused him on Facebook Live. We have footage of you saying off crackers and off pigs. Would you like to apologize for that?
You don't have footage saying that. They were talking about off and pigs. And I said, you ain't gonna do nothing. And I mocked him.
Well, you said if you're gonna talk about it, do it.
Wait a minute. No, now you're changing what you say.
I actually have the transcript right here.
I don't need the transcript. I know what I said. It's not me telling him.
All right.
It's not an opinion. That's what I said.
All right, well, facts are facts. Thank you very much,
see if you got enough guts to show that.
I'll show the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
I have a few questions for you.
Sorry.
Students shouldn't open their hearts to white Trump supporters? What kind of thing is that to say? President Trump is gonna kill people? How do you justify that? This isn't a cult, this is a classroom, Professor. I wanted to talk about your behavior on the flight, sir. Do you regret verbally abusing Ivanka Trump on the plane? You harassed a woman with her baby on a flight. You proud of that? Real class act, aren't you? Now you're afraid to show your face? I'm giving you an opportunity to apologize, sir. Nothing to say? Were you high when you sued Chris Kyle's widow?
Was I high? You know, that's a question, and I expect it from someone from Fox.
She's suffering a lot of pain right now.
No, she isn't.
How do you know that?
Because insurance pays for it all. She hasn't paid 1 cent. How do I know it? It's my case.
So you stand by that?
The case got overturned because the truth came out. Insurance is paying for all of it.
Would you apologize to her?
Why would I apologize? I didn't do anything. You only apologize if you've done something wrong, pal.
Sat next to a journalist from the New York Times last night who told me Melania is a hooker. I noticed you didn't really cover this story on your website, Perez. Why?
We did.
Did you? I didn't see it on there. Why couldn't I find it on the website?
You probably didn't look closely enough. Just, it's on there right now if you want to go search the Melania Trump category. And I agree.
It's not, because I saw it was covered in the lawsuit Melania had, but this actually wasn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Go ahead.
No, we covered it. I can send you the link right now if you would like.
Perez, you know, we don't have time for you to go through the website because, like I said, I couldn't find it there either. But if you just answer my question, we'll assume you have it. If Fox News journalist called Michelle Obama a hooker, wouldn't you find that offensive, and wouldn't you find that on your website pretty quickly?
Yes.
What's with it about smearing the First Lady of the United States that the left and people in Hollywood find so attractive?
I could just read her body language when she's with her husband.
30-year-old from upstate New York who last week was evicted under court order from his parents' home after living there rent-free for 8 years. Mike, where are you right now?
Right now I'm at my cousin's sister's house.
Okay, so you're still technically living with the family.
Yeah.
If fiscal responsibility is something that's important to you,
Yes.
don't you think you might have saved some money and been fiscally responsible in your personal life?
Oh, I didn't think of that. You know, that's a good point.
Is OJ innocent or guilty?
O.J. Simpson is innocent.
Say it again.
He is innocent.
O.J. Simpson did not kill Nicole Brown Simpson?
According to
And
our
Ron
judicial
Goldman?
system, he is innocent. So let me ask you this,
Okay.
Jesse. Has there been collusion with Russia, between Trump and Russia?
No.
Okay.
There's no collusion.
Okay, well, hey, no collusion. O.J. is innocent. It's a win-win.
Yeah, but there's no evidence of collusion between Trump and Russia.
There's no
There was
evidence.
blood all over the place.
No.
There's 2 dead bodies. Have you found dead Russians in Trump Tower? I mean, come on, Wendy.
We have
Use
people
your
who
brain.
have been indicted.
Use your brain. Not for collusion. Not for collusion.
Dodgeball is the only game that uses the human body as a target. It's the only game that does this, and students and adults both are reporting that it's a vehicle for bullying. The reason is that, first of all, it's an elimination game, and we don't recommend those in the PE curriculum.
What's wrong with elimination games?
Well, it systematically eliminates players.
Isn't that like the same thing as Ring Around the Rosie?
Yeah, exactly.
So are you against Ring Around the Rosie too?
Well, actually, that I believe, and Duck Duck Goose is also in the Hall of Shame there in the U.S.
You're learning how to play. You're learning your limitations, your strengths. Isn't the rule if if you're saying if you're some fat slow kid, you're not getting targeted all the time. You can catch the ball if it gets thrown out at you, and then the other guy that throws it has to go to jail. Eating meat is bad for you, it's bad for the country, and it reinforces gender stereotypes, apparently.
What we consume, what we put on our bodies, the things we buy and put in our households, are fundamentally political acts.
I'm having a steak right now because I'm starving.
I hear you. I wish I could have half of that, but this doesn't look vegan, and I'm trying to be vegan.
You're a vegan? Is this bad that I'm eating meat?
If you go hunting, that's a totally different story, right? The blood's on your hands. Right now, you're kind of just enjoying the benefit and the blood's on someone else's hands, and that's not very fair. It'd be great if we had universal health care for our animals.
Animals, that could be expensive. If you give birth, which you're refusing to do, but if you get pregnant and give birth, what would be the problem?
What we're looking at in the next few decades, the end of the century, is a worldwide famine, food shortages across the world. Do you even have a family?
I do.
Are you worried about them? Are you worried about their futures?
No. You remember when all the scientists...
So you can just continue
Do you remember when all the scientists thought that the world was the center of the universe?
Of what's happening?
Why? It was wrong. It was wrong. Y2K was wrong.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.